It's a very windy road into the Cordillera Mountains, and could kill you if you get carsick. We started at 3 a.m. to beat Manila's traffic for a very long ride through winding slope paths and road closures to our second stop. We're up in the Cordillera. It's about an 8.5-hour drive from Manila to Sagada, and it's a beautiful view. The only thing more consistent than the turns are the quintessentially Filipino jeepneys, which ply the same route, delivering people, processed food, and construction materials deep into some of the least developed areas of Luzon. The first jeepneys were surplus World War II jeeps. The locals elongated these trucks, which regularly seat 21, or a few more if you count the roof. These makeshift people movers tie the smallest villages to the biggest cities. Flamboyantly decorated, these gas-guzzling, polluting, gridlock-causing, crash-test-failing rides are largely Japanese under the hood nowadays. Taking a jeepney to our next stop would take us days, but thankfully we make it to Sagada after more than 11 hours, just before nightfall. So we settle in for the evening. The sun rises around 5 a.m., and the morning mist clears, revealing an agrarian paradise, before we set out for the day. So we're starting our hike down to Echo Valley, and then we'll be going back up to where the hanging coffins are. On the way up, you pass a more traditional graveyard, mostly populated by Catholics. As you see, some of the tombs have reserved spots, mostly for couples, or widows or widowers waiting for their beloved. Goals. The practice of putting coffins on stilts on the mountainside can be traced also to China and as far inland as Sichuan province. The idea being the mountain serves as a kind of stairway to heaven, bringing the bodies closer to its final destination. Some of these coffins are quite recent, the latest one being put up in 2010. While there are smaller ones, that doesn't represent a child, but rather bodies buried in the fetal position. It's not uncommon for some of the deceased's relics to be brought along with them, such as these chairs hung up next to the coffins. These burial spots are only available to locals, and almost all of them are Anglican followers, since it's very rare or virtually unheard of for Catholics to have this style of burial. Next time, we're headed much deeper underground as I take Peter spelunking for his first time into Sagada's caves. See you next week.